Hi guys, I'm gonna do my buffalo chicken dip. Keto, as long as you don't eat the crackers that I suggest to go with it. It's perfect for a party. I am gonna half the recipe because I've been craving this, but it makes a lot. And, it makes like a whole crock pot full. That's what's nice about this dip. You can go right into the crock pot and you can just bring the crock pot, plug it in, not worry about to stir it every so often. I'm always asked to bring this. I'm always asked for the recipe after, so much that I save it on my computer so I can just send it to somebody. My husband had it 15 years ago at some party, and the girl didn't have a recipe. She just was like, well, this is what I do. So again, I kind of took what she said, modified it, but this is how I do it every time. Let's get started. Here's the ingredients you need. I use canned chicken. Of course, you can use real chicken. You just pull it and chunk it. You're gonna want 2 10-ounce cans of that at least, or that much chicken. You're gonna open this and drain it and put it in a strainer. Get all the juice out. So probably like 1.5 rotisserie chickens would be good. I just like the breast meat for this recipe though. Then you need 2 softened packs of cream cheese. Again, I am gonna half this stuff, but I'll show you everything you need for a full recipe. A whole cup of ranch. Always use Hidden Valley. It's just my kid's favorite, so it's always on hand. Obviously, there's much better ranches out there. Hot sauce. Now you're gonna add as much or as little as you want of this. When I make the full recipe, I use almost a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup of Frank's Red Hot. And they make Frank's in Buffalo, but I always use the original. And I'm sure there's other pepper sauces you could use. That's just what I use. You're gonna need about 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese. Again, I always use more. So we'll see how much I use of this. Is 16 ounces, which is a pound, which is 4 cups of cheese. So I shouldn't even be using half this bag, and I'm sure I will. Celery, a whole bunch cut up into like little 2-inch strips like this. I'm gonna cut this whole thing up today and then cut all my ends off and put them in my broth bags. My broth bags are getting kind of full, so it's probably getting soon to do broth. And then the best part of this is these chicken and biscuit crackers. Now, yeah, there's 19 grams of carbs, but you get a 12 crackers. So today, since it's my refeed day and I've been craving this, I'm gonna let myself have maybe 5 crackers with my dip and mostly celery. So I am gonna have some carbs today. But that's it. Those are your ingredients you need. Okay, guys, look at me. I'm trying to get in the video. I need a tripod or something. I don't know what the right tool is. Suggestions, please. That would be great, because I really don't know. I can't hold the phone and cook like properly. So ideas, Amazon links, something. So you want to heat your pan, obviously. And so I strained the chicken in my pan. This is only 1. Like I said, I'm having the recipe, but normally it's, 2. I'll show you my pan. Okay. So I got my chicken in there. You want to do your chicken and your hot sauce to start. So 3/4 of a cup is the recipe. So 3/4 of a cup normally. And sometimes I'll just pour it in. I don't really, like I said, I don't follow directions. So 3/4 of a cup is 6 ounces. So at least 3 ounces today. But normally you would do 3/4 of a cup. And it looks like I poured about a half. So that's what I'm gonna use. But depending on your spice level, you don't wanna go crazy to serve a bunch of people, but if you're making it for yourself or your family, you can make it as hot as you want. Or use a spicier hot sauce. So you want to warm that up together. So I'm just gonna cook that. Once your hot sauce and chicken starts to bubble, I'll show you. It's bubbling. Then you add your ranch and your cream cheese. I softened my cream cheese and cut it into blocks. And then I just use the same measuring cup. I really don't measure. I just put a bunch of ranch and I had a tiny bit of hot sauce left, so I'm gonna use it up. So you pour that in. And get all the goodness. And my chunks of cream cheese. And you're gonna obviously cook that until that is all melted together. Show you again. It smells very spicy, so we might have to add some more ranch and extra cheese. Okay, so that's the consistency. It's all bubbling, melted good. While this is cooking, I prep my celery. So I cut it long ways, and then I'll chop it into about, I don't know, 2 inches. And remembering to save everything for my broth, the extras, so there's 0 waste. Okay, now it's time to add cheese. Now, normally, if I was taking this to a party, I would do almost half of what cheese I'm gonna use. So I'm using some mild cheddar. I'm just dumping a bunch in. And then cook that down. And all that's left then after this is pouring it into a crock pot once it's cooked, like melted. And then you top it with more cheese. And then I like to just keep it in the crock pot and take it with me. And then when I get there, I turn the crock pot on and then I'll mix in that top cheese. Sometimes I make this ahead of time if we're going early in the morning to a party. I'll make it the night before and put it in a Ziploc bag once it cools. And coat the bag with like Pam, pour it into a bag, let it cool, and then put it into the refrigerator. And then in the morning, slide it into the crock pot, add the top cheese, and I'm ready to go. So this is all, the consistency is perfect. Perfect, 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 yum. It's gonna be hot, I have a feeling, because I get such an accomplishment when I use up something in the refrigerator that just takes up space. So this is ready. So now being that I'm just gonna eat it, I'm gonna put some more cheese on top. So what did I say? I'm using half the recipe. It's supposed to be 1.5 cups. And I used probably 3.5 cups a recipe. Full recipe, 1.5 cups. But I like cheese from Wisconsin. So that's how it looks when you take it somewhere. And then you put it with the chicken and biscuit and celery. And that's it. I'll show you my plate. So there you go, yum. And